Okay, it's March 3rd, 2020, and this is my 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. I just finished putting ceramic coating on it, and it's got 16,000 miles on it, so I don't know, it just looks so good. I said this is a good time just to show everything that I've done to it, because I just completed one huge modification on it this past week, the last week of February. But I'll show you that next. So anyway, I'm just going to go over all the things that I've done to it. The most obvious is the TRD Pro grill, which so many people do. I had that actually ordered in my bedroom waiting for my truck before I even got my truck. So that was one of the first things I did. But anyway, looks much better than the stock chicken wire grill. And then while I'm at the front, I put that hood, what do you call it, bug protector there across the front. I didn't get it for bug protection, although it does a good job of that. I got it because I thought it looked good across the front of the truck, and it really brings out the black of the grill and the trim under the grill and under the bottom of the front bumper. It just brings it all out. So that was a really good addition. Anyway, one of the other additions I've done, and most people don't notice it, they just don't notice it, and but it's a really cool thing. It's from Mesa Customs. Is these if you look on the mirror here, you'll see this trim, this the turn signal. There's no chrome trim on there. Those I've replaced those with Mesa Customs LED blackout strips. They look so much better without that chrome, but they're also more than twice as bright as the standard turn signals. So that was a really cool thing, and I got them from actually I didn't order them from Mesa Customs. I got them from Busta Beat George, BUSTABEAT George, GEORGE, one word, Busta Beat George. If you order them from his website, he actually gives you $20 off, so they're only 80 bucks instead of $100 if you order them directly from Mesa Customs. So anyway, the other thing I did was the lettering. I really wanted the black overlay, but I couldn't find them anymore, or at least at a cheap price. So I got the black decals that you still see the chrome trim around the edge, but at least it's black. Okay, let me start that over again. Anyway, at least you see the black trim on the front. It's not all chrome like it was. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's not bad. It's a lot better than it was when it was all chrome. So that's another thing I did. And the other thing, of course, I put the mud flaps on. I had those waiting as well. I put those on. The one thing I did there, I had some decals, extra decals. So I put the Toyota symbol that I got on some decals on the mud flaps. It looks like it looks like it came like that, but they didn't. So anyway, and of course I got the running board. I had that put on with right there when I took delivery of the truck. So anyway, I'm going over all the outside stuff I've done to the truck first. The other thing I did was I put this Camper tonneau, hard tonneau cover. It's a trifold tonneau cover. I put that on there, and I got that for like $400 and some. It's really good. It's hard, but it folds into 3 sections, and it looks smooth, so it doesn't look like most of the trifolds have 3 sections, which this does, but most of them you can see the 3 sections, and I don't think it looks very good. This one with the vinyl cover over it, it looks really good. So it's smooth, and it just gives it a more finished look. And the other thing I did, again, I had some extra decals. So I had some Toyota letters. So I put them on the tonneau cover, so it looks like it's an official Toyota cover. Again, here on the back, the decal, that same as I did on the rear, I got for the V6. The truck came with the Tacoma blackout lettering. I would have put it on there anyway, but it just happened to come with it. The other thing I did on the outside is I got this this is an actual Toyota accessory. It's basically a black sort of rubberized plug that plugs into the trailer hitch, and I just touched it up with some coloring so it matches the truck. It comes all black. So I did that, and then I had some leftover decals that I put on the tailgate latch. Again, matches the truck, so it just looks a lot better than the standard. So from the rear, you got Toyota on the trailer hitch, Toyota on the tailgate latch, and Toyota on the tonneau cover. So you definitely know what kind of truck it is. Anyway, there's the rear mud flaps. So the last cool thing that I put on the outside, again from Meso Customs, is this gas hole. It's and if you look really close there on the top, it says Meso Customs. But you know, they come, there's no place to really put your gas tab, but most people just kind of hang it over this hook here or just let it dangle, which is kind of crappy. But this is only 20 bucks from Meso Customs, and you just stick your gas cap right in there when you get ready to take it out. It's just so cool. I've said so many people I've seen at the gas stations, I show them and they just totally freak out. They think it's the coolest thing, and it's a simple thing. So anyway, okay, that's it. Now here's the interior, and now you'll see, the first thing you'll see is this is the last thing I just did this week, is I had those stupid cheap black plastic door panels completely. I had them recovered with faux leather the last week of February 2020. I went and bought the faux leather myself, and then I had them put it on there. This local upholsterer do it, and they did an excellent job. It looks like it came from the factory like that. So that's probably the best thing I've done. It was certainly the most expensive thing I've done, but it was the best thing. And of course I did the seat covers a while. These are Cover King seat covers. I did those a while back. They look like the seats, like they came like that. So anyway, then of course the door sill protectors that came on there, they didn't come with the matching lettering. I had the lettering ordered, and I put that on there. It matches the color of the truck. You can go whatever color truck you can order the decals to match. That was a cool thing. And then of course the other big thing, one other big thing I did was of course the wood dash. I had this is actual real wood. It's laser cut. It takes about a month to get it, but it's cut exactly to fit the truck. And it just looks so much. That was one of the first things I did, because I hated all this black in the truck. It's just too much black. It was so dark in here. But it looks pretty darn cool, I think. And anyway, so and it goes over to the door handles too. There's the other passenger door that again had it done. I also had the dash cover put in. I'm not thrilled about that, but again, it's better than that stupid black that comes. It's all black. It's just too dark. I hated it. So at least this is better than looking at the black thing. So anyway, part of having the doors redone, I also had the center console redone as well, covered in the faux leather as well. Let me move my CDs. But you can see, look at that detail. They're right around the emergency brake. I mean, it looks just like it came like that. Really excellent. And then here's the armrest. I had the armrest done too, and again I had the top armrest redone and matched the trim on the doors. Inside there, you've got I've got this extra tray that I ordered to fit in the top of the. That's this right here. Fits in the top of the console, so you don't have to dig around everything in there. And it even has a little pin holder there up underneath the bottom of the armrest. So that's kind of cool, you know. So anyway, and then when I was having all the vinyl done, I had that trim piece in the dash. Again, I had that covered because it was made of the same cheap ass material that the trim panel on the door was. It was just so dang cheap and ugly. It was pathetic. I can't believe Toyota let them go out like that. So anyway, that's that. So oh, one other thing I forgot. I keep forgetting so much stuff I've done. Inside the glove compartment, I also ordered this, and I've got this plastic divider in the glove compartment. It's a big glove compartment, so if everything was just piled in there, it would be really messy. So I just had that put in. It's got a section there, section at the bottom, and a section at the top. So it's kind of cool. Those napkins are when I get gas. Gas pumps are notoriously the most filthy things out there. Everybody touches them and nobody cleans them. So I always use one of these when I go get gas to put on the gas handle. So okay, and then there's the wife got me this rock. It says "Dream Big" because this truck was my dream, so she got that for me. So I kind of like that. So, and here's the rear doors, and again the rear door panels look really good, so much better than the original from the factory. And here's the rear door sills again with the decal that I put on there. And there's the rear seats. I got a blanket covering it, but that's the rear seats, Cover King seat covers. And there's the back of the console that I had covered. It's just so much better. And there's a look at the front dash and everything from the vantage point of the back seat. So anyway, really cool. So much better than it used to be. Oh my gosh, it's so much better than it used to be. This place is so much brighter now. It's not dark. It's too dark. Ugh. Okay. And then one more thing that I did that I forgot to point out. I had Tacomas do not come with rear tailgate power locks. They come with a lock, but it's not power lock. And most people, Toyota now does sell an accessory so that you can, the tailgate unlocks every time you unlock the door, but I didn't want that. So what I did was I had the same thing, but instead of having it set up to it so that it unlocks when you unlock the doors, I had this special switch put in. This actually comes from the manufacturer that makes the power lock. And anyway, there it is right there. And I had it mounted. It looks like it came in the truck, doesn't it? But it up is unlock, low is lock. That's how I remember it. And that unlocks the tailgate only when I need it. If I was constantly, every time I had to go in the tailgate, every time I got out of the truck, then I would hook it up the other way. But I hardly ever need to unlock the tailgate. And since those things are being stolen all the time, it's a good thing to keep them locked. So anyway, that's it. So that's my 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport on March the 3rd, 2020. And as you can see, it looks really slick. It's a really good truck. I got 16,000 miles on it. I haven't had it a year yet, and next month it'll be 1 year that I've had it. So I've had it almost 11 months now, and I put 16,000 miles on it. That's a lot more driving than I used to put on my old truck, but it's really settled down to be a pretty good truck now. So I'm really happy. It's especially cool when you drive it. You just drive it and people look at it and they go, wow, what is that, you know? So the wow factor is really good on this truck. I kind of like that. It's actually, I actually have a cool car. That's it. March the 3rd, 2020, 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport.